sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers, Dave Canales. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the... A give up the middle, Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 83 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Blackman with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd down, Shuck from the gun. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Saints at 3-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Carolina defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A running play, it's Dowdle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Liggett. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by McMillan. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw again. They'll find McMillan here. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now...
And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Brown providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Washington. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier Legette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's the rookie from Penn State, Tyler Warren. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the rookie from Boise State, Ashton Genty. He's got it, he's got room, he's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Raiders come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Jags lead it by a touchdown at the half. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Shuck. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Shuck. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped it.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That caught by Trimble. 2nd down and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action, Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
To throw now, Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Shuck. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Shuck. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Derek Brown getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Shuck now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing again here, Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. They'll look to throw again.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Olave over the middle.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Shuck. Drives the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Panthers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.